And last week, Donald Trump announced an executive order that would require the Domestic Policy Council to find ways to make in vitro fertilization, or IVF, more affordable. This relates to a promise he made to expand IVF access in February of last year during the campaign cycle. I suspect that promise was made after the public backlash to an Alabama Supreme Court ruling that resulted in IVF facilities closing throughout the state. But in the wake of Trump's announcement, there was no shortage of Catholics who were defending him in spite of his promotion of grave evils because they were huge Trump fans. Frank Pavone, who previously served as an advisor to Trump's 2020 campaign, posted this on X after the executive order was announced. On IVF, don't overthink what President Trump is doing or why he does not share our moral position. He wants to help families have babies because he believes life is a beautiful blessing. That's it. I much prefer that to the Democrat enemies of babies and the family. Give me a break. IVF results in hundreds of thousands of embryonic human beings either being deliberately killed or indefinitely frozen. I wish we could ban it, or at the very least legally prevent extra embryos from being created. Unfortunately, if we can't even get a national 15-week abortion ban passed, we are a long way off from being able to ban IVF. Our best strategy is to use legal means to allow people to sue IVF facilities for mismanagement, which would naturally lead to those facilities going out of business. But even if it isn't politically feasible to ban IVF, it isn't politically necessary to pay for it, when only 2% of births rely on this technology. So it's fair to condemn what Trump is doing here and use this repeated condemnation to hope that he will change his mind on the matter. Granted, I see Pavone's point a little bit in that it's easier to get someone like Trump to listen to conservatives on moral issues than to get someone like Kamala Harris, who uses tours of abortion facilities as part of her PR campaign. But the refusal to condemn any of Trump's actions smacks of something that resembles idolatrous worship that sees no wrongdoing present, or it's a sycophantic political strategy that must downplay all wrongdoing to stay in the person's good graces.